Hello guys, welcome to my channel Learn Liferay 7. So in many Liferay projects there is a need of using two database. One is external database and one is a Liferay database that uses the different Liferay related tables. For example, let's say users, roles, permissions, sites, layout and all that, right? So for external database, here is the video for how you are going to or how we can connect to the external database from Liferay, and definitely it is from Service Builder, right? So there is a two different ways. One is using a data source provider, and another way is using a Spring Beans. So Spring Beans, actually this is the related to the Liferay 7 and earlier versions. So whenever you are using a Spring Beans, right? So actually it is a very known way, and most of the blogs and videos you are able to find on the web. But what happened with this way? uh, you have to use the Spring dependency injection option. So that is not used in Liferay 7 and earlier version. So for that they are used the declarative service DS, declarative service dependency injector. So to make a connection to the external database, we need to use this make a connection to external database using Spring Beans is very tough, because we need to add a XML file, and add some changes related to connect to the data source and all that. So using data source provider, you not need to concern about whether you are using a declarative service or Spring dependency injector in your service builder class. So guys, that is the one advantage of using Spring data source provider. And there is a you can find many videos and blogs on Spring Beans. So we are going to do demo with our first option, data source provider, right? So one thing that we have to make sure about that, if we are going to use the entities in our service builder, then make sure all entities are or entities in the service builder module service XML file are bound to the same data source. It means all the entities that you're defining in the service builder are related to the only same database. If it is external database, then all entities goes to with that particular service builder. Okay, guys. So that is the one thing that I think you need to make sure, right? So let's go with the demo. Here let me open my Liferay Studio. I have already made the course, so I am going to show you. Here you can see I have created a Liferay workspace for project, and I have created a dual database service builder in Liferay 7.2. I think yes, it is in Liferay 7.2 using a Gradle. And this module is service builder module, right? So when you create a builder module, uh, before that before that you have to do some steps. For example, before that you need to go to the portal ext properties, right? Portal ext property. Yeah, here is the my file. Say, here you need to add the all the JDBC connection, JDBC request details to the external database that you want to bind with service builder. So here is the you can see when you bind the default Liferay database, it generate the uh, uh, JDBC connection details like this way, and they use the JDBC dot default, right? So in portal ext property, you need to make a change it and use to JDBC dot ext, and whatever driver class name, whether it is a PostgreSQL or MySQL. Okay, so password, username, and the name of the database. So this is a DB2, and this is my external database, which is DB2, and this is the my Liferay database, which is DB1. Okay, so after that, whatever tables that you want to bind with the service builder, you need to create that table in a database. For example, in my case, if I going to open a service XML, here is the overview of XML. So actually, I have bind the employee table, right? So here is the detail, some of the detail. You need to, this name must be same table name that you define in a database, right? So this is the source, right? Make auto namespace table false, right? And add any you can use any name here, but you have to use the data source is equal to whatever name you want to provide, whether you want to remote service or not. The name of the table, that you created in the database, and the name of the entity that you want in the service builder, which is employee in our case. So for a demo purpose, I have add only two columns. So here is the very important attribute that you have to add. DB name is equal to ID and DB name is equal to name. So this name is actually same column name that I have defined in my database, that defined in my external database, which is ID, and database, which is name. So here is the how to define a service XML to the connect to the external database, right? So let me show you the employee table that I have created in a database. Here, where is the PG admin is here. Okay, let's open password is okay. So here is the DB2 public schema, an employee one table. If I open the details, yeah, here you can see ID, begin, name, text. So there is a two column I have already created. So once you're done with the service XML steps, now you need to add one file here in a service layer, right? As you can see, I have added one file which is called DataSourceProvider IMPL. So just make sure you create a package with this name or any name that you want, and add data source IMPL class that must implement data source provider. Okay, data source provider you have to implement. So then and then it will going to connect, and that is the data source is actually nothing but javax sql data source. And then in props util get properties, you have to get jdbc.ext. So actually this jdbc.ext is referring to the this file, jdbc.ext. You can use any name here, but make sure this name and the name from here, from a data source provider IMPL class should must match. Otherwise it will be not going to connect to your database. Okay, guys. So once you create this class here, and you add this property. Then after that, you have to create one file in resources, meta-nf services folder with the name. Make sure name must be like this: com.liferay.portal kernel DAO JDBC data source provider. And here in this file, you have to provide the reference of your data source provider IMPL class, which we have created earlier. Here, as you can see, data source provider IMPL class, but you have to specify with the full package name. And whenever you create this class, it must be in a service, so that so it is going to visible to the our this file. Right, guys, this is the something you have to do, right? After build after write the service XML file, you need to you need to uh, you need to build the service. You need to build the service from here. Build the service. After build the service, add these class details, all the details. And after that, build the service again. And after that, add this file, and make a reference to it. Again, build the service. And after build the service, uh, you just need to deploy the service. And before that, make sure you have created portal ext properties, and need to add a require all the database connection details, and restart the Liferay 7.2 server. Once you deploy it, and once you deploy this service, uh, the uh, the service is available to you, and you can use any MVC module, or you can use it at any MVC module, these services. So let's say, for example, uh, create one new Liferay module project where we are going to use our dual database service. Okay, so let's say test dual data database is MVC module. I'm finishing it. Okay, not this one. Yes, it is just loading some dependency. So let's wait for a minute to complete this. Okay, yeah. So test dual MVC portlet. Let's open build.gradle file, and let's add the dependencies dependencies of service builder. Okay, so this is the how you can add dependency. The module name is the dual database. That is what we need to change here. DUAL database, and let's copy this API, and also service. It is not necessary to add a service, but I am adding here. And let's open this file. Guys, you can use here, you can use that external database connected service here in this way. For example, at the rate reference, and the name of the service will be employee, right? Employee local service, employee local service. Yes, so we can create uh, reference. This is how you can do with OSCI, but when you if you use that Spring way, then it is not possible to doing to make a reference to the employee service, right? Render, add a render method here, and let's use this employee service. Now you can use employee service this way, and you can create employee object and all that you can do here, right guys? Like this video, counter, counter, yeah, counter local service util dot increment, and this way you can create object, you can fetch details, and whatever you do with the service builder you can do here. So thank you guys. uh, Let me know if you guys have any question. Put the details in comment box. I'm sure I will be replied there. And thanks, and subscribe my channel for more upcoming Liferay videos.